Okay. Well, ain't this a little bit of a surprise? Hey there, folks. Coinstamp or Swirling Vortex here. You can call me either of those. Or you could call me, Steven. Take your pick. Welcome, for Twitch, welcome back to another day. A makeup stream for what happened yesterday with the internet outage and everything. Oh, goodness. I'm hoping this isn't going to take any more, graphical bandwidth. We'll have to see. We will have to see. For YouTube, hi. Hi. I'm right here. In the upper left corner. I'm sorry, it's going to be that way. Welcome. To, well, not exactly something different. But I guess it's different for you guys. Welcome to what I hope to be the first of many multi-streams. Welcome to Elden Ring Reforged. For those who are on YouTube, you're probably pretty familiar with my Let's Play series. Please note that that is a work in progress. I have figured out the last little clip I need to make the gag joke I'm looking for, and then I'll get right on the next one. But, yeah, I'm gonna be trying to bring this stuff here over to YouTube. Just as something fun for us to do together. Also, it appears that the capture card has decided to freeze. Let's fix that. I'll have to keep an eye on that, because there is additional bandwidth being used. I have to make sure that there isn't anything unnecessary on the, like, internet-wise. Like, I have to keep the bandwidth consumption to as much of a minimum as I can. But I'm trying something experimental. I'm hoping it'll go well. For those who maybe are coming in at the bottom or top of the hour, rather. Well, bottom of the hour, but you know what I mean. Top of the show hour. This is Elden Ring Reforged. It's an overhaul mod for Elden Ring. Let me make sure I do not believe YouTube has access to the same information Twitch does. So I'll have to kind of like post links in the YouTube chat when I post them to Twitch. Holy Lord, is talking going to be a problem. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna do my best to stay hydrated. Elden Ring Reforged is an overhaul mod made by Kernifer and Avidian and team. I believe Hannah and Poe Concept are also part of that group now. So, go check it out on Nexus Mods. It's what I would call a little bit beyond Vanilla Plus, but it's not convergence levels of editing either. It really is just reprint the base game with mechanical adjustments, lighting changes, animation speed ups, new spells, a few new bosses here and there, some new mechanics here and or there, such as binding runes, etc, etc. Goodness. I want to be sure that I know the YouTube side of things is working. I need to see if the Twitch side of things is working, so give me just a second. I definitely expect today to go a little bit slower than normal because we're doing this multi-stream thing. Also, whatever ad breaks you guys get on the Twitch side, you will not have on the YouTube side. So it's going to be very strange. It's going to be very strange. In fact, I probably need to make use of a new command. Yes, I know. Okay, got it. Is it uptime? Yes, 10 minutes and 4 seconds. So 10:47? 10:47. That's probably when I expect to take a break. Just make sure this actually works. I guess it does. People probably heard me chiming to myself in the background on my microphone. Anyway, I've gabbed at people for entirely too long over the course of a 10-minute period without so much as checking in with folks. How are we doing today? I hope the morning finds us well. You know, you're on your way to work, you're on your way to school, you're on your way to uni, wherever it is. I hope the day finds you well. Is that bat stuck in the terrain, or is it just me? Oh, okay. It's just me. Nice. Now, to kind of elucidate people on YouTube with where we were before, you know, I'm catching YouTube folks up. Let me explain a little bit of my setup, because it probably looks a tad bit different from the Elix streams you guys were used to seeing. So below me, underneath the title, a little bit lower, is my hit counter. This is not hitless, it is deathless. However, death counters are simple. They explain the number of deaths you have. I want to know where I died. I want to know, did I die on the boss, or did I die on the way there? So I'm using the hit counter for a deathless run so that I could properly track all these things. You can Google hit counter manager and you'll be able to find it. I promise. It's got a whole bunch of different profiles. Now, I did have to edit that profile for Reforged, because again, Reforged does add bosses, mini bosses, field bosses, so on and so forth. An example of this would be Azash, Fury of the Redmanes. Another would be the Hallowed Avatar, a super boss at the end of the game, which I'll mention later. For YouTube, I'm gonna assume you know that Elden Ring can be modded, like Metis, Mod Manager, and all that fun stuff. I'll still answer the questions, but my baseline level of knowledge is you definitely should expect some differences between this and vanilla, and I shouldn't have to explain vanilla. I will if I have to. Don't worry, I'm not a streamer who's like, hey, I'm only gonna use the commands so that I don't have to answer a question 10,000 times. Yeah, I mean, answering a question 10,000 times is probably gonna get to me, just like it gets to anyone else. But I'm gonna do my best to resist that, and just answer it anyway. Be patient with people anyway. Even if my heart and or mind says, no, I've had enough. Now, for those wondering what I'm doing instead of just gallivanting off to the next boss on our routing list, Reforged, the mod made by Team Reforged, I'm gonna start saying that as a shortcut. Team Reforged is... They have put this lovely little side grade mechanic in called Binding Runes. Basically, it's unlocked as soon as you get a shard bearer killed, a demigod. Most of the time it's Godric. It could be others though. I want to be careful and make sure I find the appropriate spirit spring to jump to, or it's going to be a problem. Binding runes take 20 of these rune pieces. They're collectibles. That's right. You thought that your mod was going to be free of collectibles? Nah, there's going to be a ton of collectibles. There are like over 1,100 of these things that you can collect. Every 20 pieces results in a... Every 20 of these pieces can be exchanged at Finger Reader Enya, and your reward for that is going to be... Oh, sorry, and I just realized... Oh, no, my soundboard's right there. Right, where was I? Finger Reader Enya. You can exchange 20 of those pieces to her, and you can get yourself a binding rune. In the beginning, most people that get the binding runes are going to have the binding runes containing stats. So strength, vigor, so on and so forth. Like, that is your opening bid. That's what you're allowed access to. I didn't think I'd see more of you up here. Guess I should know better, huh? But later, as you kill, say... I don't know, or you defeat Renala. I shouldn't say kill, because you don't kill her anyway. When you defeat Renala, you get access to the, is it the Cradled Rune of the Unborn? It's something along those lines. And you'll get access to maximum FP, or reduced spell costs, or something else along those lines. And, since there are 1,100 of them, there's enough for you to get, well, a lot of different upgrades. Radon has his, Morgott will have his own set of binding runes that you could purchase. And it's all based on the number of rune pieces you collect. Additionally, you'll get something called a runic trace. The same time you get a rune piece, when you get one, you get the other. And runic traces are just a counter. They tell you how many total rune pieces you've collected. You can't trade the runic traces for anything, so they really do function like a counter. When we get 200 of these runic traces, we get access to a super boss at the end of the game, after we've gotten the ending, but before we advance to New Game Plus. And it is a really hard Erdtree avatar variant. Where is this Spirit Spring? It's right here. I think I explained that pretty well without going overboard. There are over 12,000 changes to... There are like over 1,200 or 12,000 different changes made to Elden Ring. There are too many to count for Reforged. I want to be extra careful. So, because of that, I won't be enumerating every single change. For you guys on Twitch, I have a command for you. You type in !ERR. I'll have to get the commands up and running for the YouTube side, assuming that this becomes a permanent feature. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. No, that might be semi-correct. Let me just get the correct link here. If you guys want access to the mod itself, I highly recommend... want to make sure... It's just going to take a second for it to pop up on YouTube, I think. Let me check out the... Oh, there it is. Yep. That's fine. It's gonna take a second. Let me shuffle around an OBS dock or two. I'll have to get used to where it is. And I also have to check the... I also have to check the chat here. I'll have to be extra careful. I can eat... I shouldn't miss anything from the Twitch side. It's going to be the YouTube side I'm worried about. Anyway, if you want access to the files, YouTube folks, you should have that now. Alternatively, if you want to know where some sweet information on Elden Ring is, I highly recommend you go check out the fandom. We have a fandom wiki. Just check that out. I promise you won't regret it. I'm not trying to send you strange links to anything. Promise. But that has every change that's ever been made for Reforged on there. And people are constantly working on translations or where to find the next rune piece, so on and so forth. It's really quite a good read. I recommend checking it out. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to the actual real... I'm gonna get back to playing the game now. I just thought I would bring that stuff up so that, you know, if I'm mentioning commands to folks, it's not strange. Alabaster Lords are pretty capable of chaining attacks together. Okay, so they can just straight up pull the sword anytime. It doesn't even matter. Okay, we're just gonna pop a sign. I expect them to dodge. No. Now, for those who are wondering about the challenge, it's Deathless, all bosses. It is a challenge run. It is fire spells only, so I'm allowed whatever Team Hitless allows for X only runs. So as far as I understand, it's the whatever X is, so fire spells. I'm allowed the use of all healing and buffing spells and skills. I am not allowed the use of any damaging spell or skill. Well, I'm not allowed the use of any damaging skills at all. I'm not allowed the use of any damaging spells that don't deal the correct element, fire. Finally, I'm allowed the use of any number of consumables. Doesn't matter what they do or how they're doing it. I'm allowed the use of consumables ranging from pickled turtleneck to frost pots. I'm always allowed the use of that stuff anytime during the run. So I'm also allowed the use of my fist weapons, should it come to that. Well, and when I say fist weapons, what I really mean is McPunchy. I mean unarmed damage. I'm always allowed that at any time. If I need to, let's say the boss has been staggered properly, I am allowed the use of my fists in order to get the riposte damage off. I would not normally be allowed the use of my fists for any other purpose, or, you know, in in Elden Ring Reforged's case, there is a circumstance that I am allowing myself the use of my fists, and that is when dealing with horse riders, as there is a glitch that causes them to die instantaneously if their horse is killed by a fire damage spell, because there's not an animation for the horse getting burned up. There's not. And because there's not an animation for that, the game doesn't know what to do. And so it freaks out, and it just ends the encounter right there on the spot. And that would be considered using a glitch in order to circumvent the game, which is not allowed under hitless rules. And so what do I have to do? Yes. I have to forfeit the entire run and start over from the beginning without engaging in the glitching behavior. If I do continue to engage in the glitching behavior and I go to submit the run, it's rejected on the spot. So, because of that, that's the one other circumstance that I allow myself to use something else, as to actively avoid glitching out the game. Now, if Kernifer and company ever find a way to remove this glitch by making an animation for a horse being burnt up or something, then I would no longer allow myself the use of fist weapons. But because the fire damage causes a glitch, I have to be able to prevent the glitching behavior by doing something else. I know there should be music.
Shall I
well, there was until I came in here, so I guess I can't.
Your thoughts.
I guess I can't be too upset that that's happening.
The principles you would follow.
Let's bump the faith up to 18 and try to begin bumping up our build. Now, our build, because people want to know what that is. I have the Dragon Communion Seal, and this thing scales with Arcane, like for damage purposes. It scales with Arcane, and that means we want as much Arcane as we can sit in. And for Deathless, you're allowed, you can level up health. It's recommended that you level up health, at least a little, because bosses in Reforged can and will vigor check you. You will be one shot if you do not figure out what you're supposed to do. Or if you fail to deflect or dodge properly, you're going to have a bad time. Speaking of having a bad time, let us see if we've logged the wildlife properly. Turtle, ram, sheep. We've got the ram and sheep. We don't have the boar properly. We also apparently don't have the spring hare. We also gotta readjust our spells. Sorry, it's not... I promise I'm not bored or anything. I'm likely gonna nap after the stream is over. We're gonna go for 4 hours. But, I can only add so many as part of the makeup. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna go upgrade our weapon, because that is something we can do. And then I think we're gonna go to the Everjail and get that Crucible Knight, or attempt to get the Crucible Knight. Let me just say it that way. It's not a guarantee I'll be able to deal with it with this selection of spells available. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask.
Well,
I love talking to people, and that means I love answering questions. Anytime. Oh, beautiful. That is a spell scaling of 146. Should mean we've got a little more punch for... Right. We can just go to the Stormhill Shack. We'll also do our best to get rune pieces along the way, so that we can get the upgrades we're supposed to get. The idea is to get 200 before we get to Kaled, which I know is something we can do. Is get the 200 rune pieces we need. There's something like 150 or 160 per area, roughly speaking. Okay, gotta think about how I want to handle this. And so really, as long as we thoroughly explore one area, or a couple of areas...
Everyone only to have that, did you know? It's quite a lot. You're all and heading to entice, well, that, but I don't, it's scary. I want on nothing. Why can you take this?
Mm-hmm, sure can.
It'll be glad.
Now, if you're looking for the, if you're looking for me to not skip dialogue, my best recommendation, this is for Twitch and YouTube, is to go actually watch the LP where we don't skip anything.
Oh, tell them I love and finally get him.
I definitely recommend watching that, as my editing seems to get better little by little each time. Each time I make a new video. And it's supposed to be a Let's Play walkthrough with some joke gags inserted here and there. So I definitely recommend that. I don't skip dialogue in there. I don't skip dialogue. And I had to sneeze there. Or anything else. I try to explain everything as thoroughly as I can. And so that's going to be the place to, you know, not have the whole seek lest phenomenon happening, you know? Seek lest is funny, but it irritates people too. I know it does. There are people who love actually hearing the Emerald Herald from Dark Souls 2 speak. Some people like her soothing voice. Unfortunately, we just don't have time for that. Now, is this a speed run? No. No, it's not. However, a speed run it may not be, but if I go to submit this thing to Team Hitless or whoever inspects the Deathless run, then I want to make sure they can do it as few VODs as possible. Gotta be careful. Let's not attack jellies we don't have to attack. Now, are we intending to collect everything? No. But again, we're trying to hunt for rune pieces, and that means we need to go every which way to get them. We need to look a lot of places to get these rune pieces. They can be hidden almost anywhere. Gotta be careful. We can go ahead and breathe on these. That's fine, I'll deal with the poison. We can get the Skeletal Knight a little bit later. I have to mark him. careful. I can't craft. That could be a problem. And also, even if we could craft, we don't have the ability to make the boluses. That could be a problem. Yeah, we're actually gonna have to go and reset. We have to reset. We do not have the ability to cleanse this status, and if we fail to do that, we're gonna die. Let's not die to stupid. Alright. Now let's go through. We'll get a spirit jellyfish early on and tag it. Now for those who are wondering what I'm doing, the reason I'm going through and getting all these kills is for a feature referred to as the Codex of the All-Knowing. I whipped it out earlier, but basically it's a bestiary. Reforged has a bestiary, which is, you know, like, spectacular. Imagine having an in-game way to access all that information. Oh, beautiful. It's perfect. Yeah, I know you're here. Alright, let's be careful. I don't see any rune pieces, but that doesn't mean they're not there. It just means I didn't know where to look. There are the Godric soldier ashes. Get up here where they can't reach. I think we're good here. Okay. I needed to check. Go reset again. And now I can actually get to the Everjail, where there should at least be one rune piece, if not somewhere to the tune of, like, I don't know, 4 or something? Okay, let's actually go back up to that shack and do a real reset. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about Reforged, feel free to ask. Also, please feel free to let me know if I've got audio or visual problems. I don't mind correcting them. This is a multi-stream, so I'm not super used to everything that is involved with a multi-stream. I'm not. I'll be real with you. I'll be honest. And I want to make sure everyone can hear me properly, can see me properly, can see the game properly. There's no hubbub, no hubbubaloo, and no guff. Nothing of the sort. Okay, just giving my voice a little bit of time to rest here. Now, when it comes to... Again, when it comes to collecting stuff, my intention is definitely not to, 100% the game. That's what the LP is for. This mostly serves as a, I'm collecting what I can. I'm collecting what I can, and I'm killing anything that I think is going to get in my way. Because unlike traditional hitless, deathless challengers, I do not do super well with enemy gauntlets and with rushing through things. I just don't. I know I don't. So I very much am the type of guy who does as much as he can and fights things he normally that most people would normally just shy away from. They wouldn't bother fighting because it would get them hello. There's the baby and their nice. Not something I want to be dealing with going into a boss. Nope. Backing up, which is what you want me to do. That is, of course, another reset. Okay, I say reset. What I mean is another trip. Another trip back to the rest site. So that we don't carry that going into a boss. That's more or less what I mean. Now, I'll go ahead and get this preface out of the way now. Maybe it's going to be a little bit of a cleaner execution. When I get ready to go in for a boss, I don't talk during boss fights. Like, I don't try to carry a conversation. And you might be asking, well, why do you do that? It's because I have a hard time focusing between chat and the boss. So I don't even try. Now, if I see your message, I will acknowledge it during a boss fight, but I'll say, please give me a moment, I need to kill this boss. And it's especially true when the actual run starts, instead of the routing, which is where we're just figuring out how to do everything. What order should we do everything, etc., etc. It's mostly just a preface of, hey, this is how things kind of have to be. I apologize in advance. Hopefully you can forgive me. That kind of thing. And let's go ahead and grab this while we're here. Get that codex entry before we forget about it. Now, let's go to the Stormhill Everjail and attempt to do a boss. The Crucible Knight will probably kick my ass at least once. Probably. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys on the other side of this. Oh, right. Really? That is a hit during the boss. That is also -1 mark. At least we have 10 free ones that I wasn't accounting for. So we've got plenty of them to use. But yeah, we got close. We just didn't quite get good enough. Traditionally, I think I use Flame Sling for this. Traditionally. Let me go ahead and do myself a favor and use the uptime command. 46 minutes. 44, 54... No, I'm sorry, 56. Yeah, okay. Not quite. I'll have to do an uptime again a little bit later. If the multi-stream thing becomes regular, I may need to consider... Don't cross that way. Minus 150 DKP, coin. Minus 150 DKP. That's 3 signs you used on this fight. But at least we got it without too much difficulty. What's next? War Master Shack. Oh, well, goody. I guess what's probably happening is we're checking the cliffside for these rune pieces, and we're also killing this Crimson Tear Scarab so we could survive. Wolf up there? No. Sometimes there are extra wolves that come up. And sometimes there aren't. Okay, before that... I'll just have to mark the guy. Oh well. At least they're dead now. Okay, any rune pieces up here? Doing the precursory check. Scanning for these things really can be quite a chore. Even though the best time to get them is at night, that does not make them easy to obtain. You have a hard time seeing some of them. Think I remember rune piece being up here. Aw, what's the matter? No more of you up here. I should also make sure we're actually checking Stormgate for rune piece. I wouldn't put it past Kernifer or Avidian or Hannah or Poe Concept to think of a spot up here to put a rune piece. I definitely wouldn't put it past them. Hitless is going to be real interesting because I'm going to have to be a little bit more choosy about where I get these rune pieces exactly. Like, what's worth the risk of getting hit and what isn't. I mean, that's something we get to learn together, chat. YouTube, Twitch. Doesn't matter which, really. Gonna do my best not to continually allude to the different chats because Twitch does not like that. Like, at all. Pull out your sword. Now, there a rune piece down here? Gonna check. Don't mind me, boys. No. No detrimental rune pieces to find anywhere? Alright. Alright, Sir Wolf. I like the wolf being able to pull away, and suddenly I find myself getting shoulder checked by a four-legged animal. That's always fun. Oh well, I guess it could be worth. Don't worry, we'll be heading off to the Bell-Bearing Hunter soon. No. Too late. That... He invoked the Krishna meme, fool. I shoot where I please. That's exactly what happened. For those who don't know about Krishna, oh boy, let me tell you about SMT 4A's Krishna. You know, the invocation of one of the incarnations of Vishnu. That man, his voice actor did a very good job with that. But Krishna was just yuck. That nasty fight had tons of status effects. He was that fight was always very annoying to deal with when going through and playing SMT 4A. Speaking of which, anyone else here a rampant SMT enjoyer and is simultaneously happy and upset about SMT 5 getting a what is it, a Maniacs edition, basically? Or like a deluxe edition? Where I believe the name for it was SMT 5 Vengeance. Yeah, I went and purchased SMT 5. I didn't purchase it now, but I purchased it some time ago when it came out. And, I am not very happy that my purchase has basically been invalidated because extra content came out. And so because of that, I'm a little bit leery of SMT buys in general. It makes me not want to buy the game when it comes out, knowing that there's going to be something else. However, it's a self-defeating prophecy. It's a self-defeating prophecy, or a self-fulfilling prophecy, excuse me. Because if you don't buy the game when it comes out, then there's no DLC, so you just never buy it. And because you never buy it, the game studios shutter, they close, they don't make they don't make the game anymore. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. But I'm happy that they got the voice actors and stuff all compiled together for a DLC. It's very bittersweet. Oh, also I need to have my Twitch alerts or docs set up. See that the multi-chat is... Okay. It is so strange. Where did that activity feed? Okay, we probably don't need the YouTube live control panel. Probably, because I'll probably just like download the VOD and do it like that. Let me make sure I only have the docs that are absolutely necessary. Now we can probably put the Twitch chat on that side. And because I have the YouTube and Twitch chats open, we could put the stream viewer here and I can just look over there when I need something. Sounds cool. Let's do an uptime check. Nope, that is the incorrect chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm getting used to all this. 1 hour. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna set it to morning. I have a very good reason for this. Before that, we're also going to check for a rune piece up here. I have my reasons for why I do things this way. so that we don't need to worry about that one then. How are we doing on these? 28? We'd have a little more by now. Nice. Be extra careful, because we went by a pretty big mausoleum. Okay. All I wanted to do was get the poppable runes that were right here, the hard runes, and we were just not having it. The game was... Oh, there's another one of you? Oh no, that's not what it is. Nice. It's just that her dexterity is low. Most of the time I see attacks like this and they don't break other riders. Our dex is just low. Yeah, you want to not get knocked off your mount? Having a higher dexterity will help you avoid that. As it turns out, even if you're a strength user, pick dex. I think all these are just ruin fragments. Yeah, these all look like just ruin fragments. Okay. Make sure there's nothing for us to find. We'll deal with that a little bit later. I also never set it to morning, but that isn't the biggest deal in the world. We can do that at the rest site. Hold on, come back. Come back, Sir Deer. I'm gonna lose that mark, aren't I? Maybe not. Good. I don't know how we managed to keep it, but we did. Why fight them when you don't have to?
Not seen names, but let me ask, are you here and is your fate despite the... It takes me back any intro, all I know. Now's the time.
Buy this.
Like a memento, a fine, that's how it grants me. Well...
Shall I to let my hand share them with me?
Go ahead and get our faith up to 20 so we can cast the necessary spells for later.
You would follow.
Now, when we come back for Twitch, this is where we take our commercial break. For YouTube, unfortunately, I don't have the ability to run anything, so you guys are kind of just stuck. Sorry. But anyway, for those who have come over from YouTube to Twitch, or likewise, we take 5-minute breaks. I'm going to try to synchronize this with YouTube and Twitch. So a 5-minute break for Twitch is a 5-minute break for YouTube, etc., etc. It just makes everything consistent, even, and easy. Anyway, We're going to take that 5-minute break. For Twitch, I run 90 seconds of commercial ads. For YouTube, it's just going to be a 5-minute segment. We'll go from there. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say regarding that. I'll see you guys after the end of this commercial break. Thank you. sorry about that, folks. I got a little bit caught up with figuring out some other stuff. Also, constantly double-checking the readings for the multi-stream is always a little bit hectic, or it has been a little bit hectic. Forgive me. I'll get used to it, and hopefully the next break will actually be 5 minutes. But let's do our best not to stress about that, and instead get back to the real game. Also, I had to clean my ears and help out with the dog food bowls, so at least some of that is tasks I ended up getting caught with.
Here to learn.
No, I'm not here to learn a battle art. I'm here to try our best to kill this bell-bearing hunter. What the hell? Don't stand over there. Alright. What is going on? I should abort mission right now. Yeah, let's abort. Abort right now. If I see it bugging out like that... Alright. We got him doing what I want him to do. What ended up dropping? Is it YouTube or did Twitch drop? Or it could have, yeah, I'm not really sure what dropped, but I wasn't going to take the chance. Oh, that wasn't too difficult.
Shall I to let my share them with me? Your thoughts, your ambitions,
Go ahead and
the principles.
start seriously boosting up our stats. We're kind of at that point where we want to do that. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the gameplay and or the commentary. I realize my personality is somewhat of a wet mop. Let me also make sure I have our... been offline. Why would I be... I didn't realize there was an uptime command going on for the live chat. Okay. Means I'll need to keep a good eye on YouTube then. Quite possibly figuring out where else I can pull up the stream chat at. am also thinking about shortening the stream to 3 hours. I'm not going to shorten it any less than that, but I am experiencing a little bit of fatigue. This happens when my sleep schedule gets a little bit screwed up. Just asking for some patience in that regard. Trust me, I do intend on righting perceived and or real wrongs, and getting back to the schedule we all know and love. I will say these are not my normal streaming hours. They have not been for a little while. Most people on Twitch already know. For those on YouTube, you're likely used to different hours. I've been streaming in the evenings lately. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Nice. We're gonna wait and get the second one. That's a spring hair. That's a spring hair. Oh my god. Stop. Get help. Seek less, bitch. I don't know. Nice. You trolls sure don't get any easier, do you? Nope, back off. Wow. No, back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Pay attention. Yep. I died. I died to stupid. I deserve that. I absolutely deserve that. Makes the run more believable when, or makes the routing more believable when we're starting from a bad spot, huh? I promise I'm not throwing for content. I can legitimately just be bad at the game. Unfortunately, you cannot set this to daytime. Also, I get the feeling that I should set it to nighttime again. Yeah, we might have had a couple of runs at this, but we were eventually going to run into morning. So it's just best to, best to set the nighttime stuff now before we forget. Alright, let's try to do things correctly this time. Gotta pay attention with trolls, what can I say? Especially for reasons like that. Yeah, I hear ya, I'm backing it up. Drink. No. No, you don't get to bully me. Not today. Okay, we're gonna kill this guy. basically the idea with doing what I'm doing right now is to just clear out as much of the field as possible, because with I kite death birds normally, with some exceptions to that rule. And I need plenty of space in order to do that. Gotta be careful, don't dash toward the activation area for the Deathbird is over there on that giant slab of a ruin. Nice. I didn't think that we would run into issues, but we did. Yeah, I got it. I got it. No, I'm gonna have to drink both. Let's just do that and get it over with. You too. Don't think I didn't forget about you. Uh-huh. Wait for you to turn. There we go. Realize that that's kind of boring gameplay, but I need to do that, or else I die to trolls sometimes. Ah, man, yes, when your favorite internet activity, trolling a streamer, results in their actual death, you know you done screwed up. I'm kidding, of course. I am absolutely, positively, 100% joking, but some people will probably still bend that out of context because this is the internet, and people often lack context for things. That's kind of just how it is with the internet. Anyway. These are the Great Horn Rams, right? No. Get back here. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to just stop what you're doing. You're not allowed to hit me and then run. No. No, you're not allowed to do that. Speaking of... There's our lovely death bird. Gotta be careful. Go ahead and drink. This is the pipe where I can do that. Oi, oi, oi. Well, at least we got it down. At least we killed. We killed ourselves a death bird. It only took us a single stupid death to do it. What's next? Patches? Yeah, patches it looks like. We got ourselves a little bit of a mini-boss on the way before we deal with it. A little bit of one anyway. Alright, this we pick up when we go deal with the Great Alexander. So is there anything else right this second that I'm concerned about? Yay, nay, maybe say? Guess not. So what's everyone's favorite part about Elden Ring? Or Elden Ring Reforged? Is it the music, the story, the characters, the gameplay? Most people say gameplay. Most people definitely say gameplay. I would be surprised if someone, well, not incredibly surprised, but surprised nonetheless. If someone said they like the music and story and actively dislike the gameplay. No, we want two of these.
Your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
How's our spell casting? Okay, good so far. Beat it, Deathbird. I got patches. Let's go get ourselves patches. I love me some patches, don't you? Also, apparently I have figured out my timer with the YouTube streaming was having weird issues, so as long as I do things like this, we're good. Also, how are we doing here? 30? Could be better, could be worse. One of the benefits with our particular build that maybe people don't think about is the high arcane translates to higher item discovery, and completing codex entries like we're currently doing also means that we get 1 point of item discovery for every 1% of the codex we complete. So we will have a very high chance to have drops just out of the box. Okay, we already got the spring hair. That's fine. Oh, as I was saying, right, we also have this guy we can go collect. I have to be careful. Oh, I am super lucky that that happened the way it did. Ah, you dumb mercenaries. Did we get the dragonfly entry in our codex? I don't think we ever did. Unless it's under exotic wildlife. Yes, okay, it is under exotic wildlife. That's fine. I can work with that. We wanted to go get ourselves some patches. I'm sorry, that's the lovely pet name I'm using for patches. Because why would I refer to the man with any modicum of respect? Like, at all? Yeah, he's getting called Petches, and that's the end of that. I'm filling up our FP for the skeleton party. Da 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 ballroom blitz, ballroom blitz. Everyone was moving. Everybody was soothing. Everybody was grooving. Yo, if you're just gonna, like, hang up there, then I'm totally just gonna, like, take my time and kill you. Yeah, if that's how we're gonna play things, Julio, then that means I don't have to worry about dealing with skeletons that go wild. You know, I know all about you two gents. And now let's deal with you. Really? That dragonfly was just... Yeah, I hear you, dragonfly. I'm just gonna wait. Now we got Nereus to deal with. Nereus isn't actually all that difficult to deal with. He should be around here somewhere. Yeah, Nereus isn't all that tough, but you need to wait for Yura. You need to wait for backup, or you're gonna have a really bad time with him. Yeah, also trying to outrun Nereus without any kind of solid game plan is just asking to die. You just kind of have to wait. Be patient. He caught on, did ya? Thank you, Yura. On Deathless, that strategy works fine. When Hitless shows up, we're gonna have a problem. I'll have to figure out what to do about that. Could be as simple as dodge, dodge, dodge until we get ready to deal with until Yura shows up, it could be we need to trick him. We need to trick him with like a bone dart or something. We'll have to see.
We meet to Thornton. I am Yura tarnished. You stay the part. Just remember, don't make your emotion. Be on your way. Perhaps we will.
Very well, Sir Yura. Go grab our petches. While we're here, we'll go ahead and grab that rest site, but we'll also step back outside so we can deal with so we can grab Flame Surge, or Surge O Flame, excuse me. Surge O Flame's gonna come in handy for this place. Trust me, Dragon Flame is all well and good, but Patches has a great shield, which has excellent stability, and it will be hard to poison out. Patches is more likely to drop their guard with Surge O Flame. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. You are way better off with Surge O Flame.
Well, I took you no man to lay out your arms.
Surge O Flame is also very good for dealing with rats, spring hares, rams, imps even. There are a lot of creatures that do not like Surge O Flame. You wouldn't think so. You would not think so. But that's the honest truth, is they don't like it very much. I need to put deroute on this timer. I nearly forgot that there was like an automatic timer for this. Repeat thrust, unchanged determination, gravitas. Not allowed to use any of those. Don't need arrows reach. Defense when HP is low is not useful. Now the 24 case runes, let's help ourselves defend better. Speaking of, we have one stone sword key. That's not very good. There's 3 waiting in the wings. We can get one now. I guess let's go ahead and do that. There's also the memory stone, which we can maybe collect now as well. Might as well. Might as well be efficient with our time, right? Speaking of efficiency... Okay, just looking at the time. Yep. Fireball, Dragonfire. Sounds good. Now we'll go back and deal with Petches. When I'm next on break, I'll top off the tasty beverage. I believe these should just be highwaymen, right? Gotta watch our footing. Yep, sure enough. I want to say this is where the... Yep, this is where the fog gate is. Nice. Now, let me show you the power flame surge. Look at that. Flame surge kept the low poise highwaymen out of the way. They weren't quite sure what to do with it, because flame surge also tracks. I say I know it's surge o flame, but I'm not gonna mince words by attempting to call it that when flame surge is just as effective. Yeah, it's a really nice spell. I wasn't on board with it to start with, but I became on board with it later. Alright, let's show us this beginner's trap.
Well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief! The gods demand repentance! Cough up your coin! All of it! Wait,
Yes.
please.
Yep.
I surrender. White flag and all.
Yeah. Pick up your spine and go and stop, or
Well, finally
or I'll
come round,
yank it out
you.
for you.
I knew you would. You're a man of reason. True and true.
You were afraid groveling wasn't gonna work, Patches.
Well, what do you... Now, how did I took you for an innocent... water under... A true... I'm Patchy, tarnished, like, only for now. In exchange for... But honestly, frankly. So don't be... I'll be ready to...
I want to say he shouldn't have any stone sword keys on him, but don't take my word for it. I also am fairly confident there are not rune pieces to be found in here. You should just be good to go here. The Grave Warden next door. Yep, yeah, we got the Grave Warden next door, so let's mosey on over to those catacombs. And before we continue onward, we're going to break down these materials that we so desperately need. Ah, there we go. Now we have an actually decent amount of signs. Now we shouldn't have to worry for a little bit. So, what is it people like about this game? Or not? I mean, tell me how your day is going. Is there anything you want to talk about? Maybe a bit of music you were listening to? Perhaps, you know, a YouTube content creator that you were watching earlier. Or maybe... I gotta mind that other one. Maybe you had a really rough day at work, and I'd like to be, you know, your ears. Or lots of things along those lines. I'm here for you. Regardless of whatever reason you want to choose to talk about me, or not talk about me, talk to me about. Gotta be careful. Nice. Knock it off. I am here to be your entertainer, your listening ears, should you choose to want them, a soft shoulder to cry on, or someone to kick you in from behind and say, you know, when are you going to be done moping with yourself? And also make sure I'm not missing chat messages. Oh, yep. I can't be working on chat things. I have a little longer before that one gets to me. Okay. Oh. Nice. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. I'm gonna try this setup. It probably won't work, but at least now I can see the entire list. Looks like so far we're good. Like I said, these are not my normal streaming hours. They're definitely 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's at night, by the way. So if there was ever any doubt in your mind, let my words dispel that for you. I like how you can view inside their heads and just see the assets that are right there. Which means the face has got to be generated, what, at a different point in the modeling? Also, I like that they're actual, at least somewhat interesting hair physics. That's happening. Yeah, see how much faster that all is? Also, Melina actually, you know, travels with you. Like she says she's supposed to. Gotta mind my surroundings. You know there's one up there too. Just really making sure I pay attention. Okay, plan is to run in here. Gotta be extra. Wow, nice. No, no, no. All right. Yeah, actually come through. You guys are complete asshat. Now that there's one of you, just one of you, I can actually deal with you properly. Now, see this rune piece? Gotta do some hardcore parkour to get it. And if I fail the hardcore parkour, then I have to get off the crate without jumping or moving quickly. Yeah, like that. I have to jump a little bit later than that. There we go. Right there. It's not too difficult, but I say it's not too difficult. This took me like 15, 30 tries to get. So I shouldn't really say that. Instead, what I should say is, you know, once you know what you're doing, it's actually not that bad. Okay. It just takes a lot to get there. Nope. I guess they're doing this without flasks. That's fine. We can do things this way. Could be worse. We'll have time for a single attempt anyway, and if we muck it up, well, I guess we're taking a break then, aren't we? Anyway, I'll see you guys on the other side of this. Wow. The wolves actually bled out the patient. Oh, good job, wolfies. Thank you very much for your service. You may rest well and eat all of the spirit wolf food in the world. All right, what do we have next? We have the High Road Cave. Yep, we just keep going up the pathway. Now we got the problem of the Oh right, I forgot. There's supposed to be like a rune piece up here. Look at you, trying to be all self-imposing. Now, guess what? That doesn't work. Not on me, anyway. I've had men try to do that to me their entire life. Just be a self-imposing little asshole. And it backfires on them greatly. Alright, wait. Nice. No, I'm not letting you intimidate me. That's just not happening. Now, we're here in Western Limgrave, or Eastern Limgrave, excuse me. We don't need to be here, but there are surely worse things we could be doing, right? Like an Ash of War scarab. We should have already identified this particular one. Never mind, it is a somber scarab. I'm glad that is not the case. That one's kind of hard to, hard to get at, drive at. let's keep on. We've already made it to the artist shack. We might as well grab the painting while we're here. I mean, you know where that is too. We can go and get that. Let us... Anything up here? No? Alright then. Alright, let's actually start making our way up. Well, actually, before we do that, we're not gonna rest here. I am, however, gonna tuck myself in behind this painting. Hey, I'll let you guys stare at a piece of art while this is happening. I want to say, are we about ready, or do we have like 10 minutes? Yes, okay. It is break time. You guys know what that means. 5 minutes. For YouTube, you just gonna have to sit tight. For Twitch, 90 seconds of ads on the clock. Thank you to anyone who sits through that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys at the end of break. And when we come back from break, I got a little bit of shilling I've got to do. Trust me, this one will be 5 minutes this time. And with that, I will see you guys after the break. Thank you. Sorry about that, folks. I am back. I maybe was like a hair off of being on time, but I promised a 5-minute break, and I think we more or less got it. I want to thank everybody so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it so far. I'm honored that anyone is listening to me at all. I really, really appreciate it. If you like the content, if you're on Twitch, consider following. Lets me know that you like the content. If you're on YouTube, consider a subscription. You guys should cross over, meet each other. Cross over into my Discord. Meet the rest of the lovely folks that are in there too. We're a quiet community, but it's something I look to change every day. You know, following on Twitch, subscribing on YouTube. Once you do that, just come over to the Discord. Let me know that you've joined so that I could get your roles sorted out and everything. We do have a bot, but it's mostly just to cycle alerts and everything. We are an Elden Ring focused server, so that's kind of what I'm gearing toward. But I have considered putting in some other channels that maybe cater to some other mods people have been keeping track of, or communities that people are interested in. If you're on YouTube, sorry, I don't have any really awesome benefits for you yet. I recommend hopping over to the Twitch side, where you could subscribe if you want to support me financially. There's also Coffee and Patreon. I need to rework those two sites, but it is something I will do. But if you're over on the Twitch side, following already gets you some emotes. Subscribing will get you 5 more emotes. Following, Twitch Prime and Tier 1 are your best packages for benefits. For YouTube, what you'll until I'm an actual like partner or something, what you'll probably want to do is use the Coffee Patreon tiers as an indicator of, I should get roughly this many perks for this much benefit. I recommend using that. Sometime today or tomorrow, I'll also try to get the Discord emotes all figured out. Like get the ones that I've made myself. I have a cute little heart with a red lightning bolt crossed through it. That's I put a lot of hard work into it, but that doesn't mean it's very good. But it is ours. I did make it for us. So that's something that we can say that we have going on for us is novel emotes. Additionally, you'll get like ads that you can't avoid, but if you don't mind ads and you want to support me at the same time, I recommend watching on Twitch as opposed to YouTube. For that reason alone. But if you want to consider subscribing, or you want to pay Daddy Bezos $12.65, you could also buy Twitch Turbo for the month. It's a subscription service. I get the ad revenue that I would normally lose out on when you don't watch the ads, because that's the benefit of Twitch Turbo, is no ads anywhere. A Twitch subscription, it has to be tier 1 or higher. A Twitch Prime sub or Prime Gaming will not do it. Gotta be tier 1 or better. However, tier 1 or an equivalent amount on Coffee or Patreon gets votes for the next game. For the next game we play, and also, if it's lucrative enough, I may consider bringing back the Discord games. And if we do that, you guys will get first dibs on votes for those. Because let me tell you, if you want to stream on Discord, you gotta have Discord Nitro, and I just don't have the ability to pay for that at the moment. I'm not sure why I'm gearing up to rest. I should not be. Anyway, enough of me shilling. I'm thankful that people are even here at all. But, you know, I gotta do the content creator thing. I gotta talk about, like, sub benefits and everything else. Follower benefits, viewer benefits. You guys know all that algorithmic shit. I'm gonna try my best not to inundate you with that. And I talk too much about it already as is. 10 minutes is an entirely long time. I need to find ways to speak less, and I don't know if that means just trusting people to read, or more likely what happens is I just choose something to push, and then accept that people aren't going to see the rest. Maybe I check out Linktree. Maybe I point you guys to the Linktree, and the Linktree will take care of the rest. I don't quite know how I want to handle that yet. But things you could do for free are following, making sure that I'm your active tab on Twitch and or YouTube. No, I'm multi-streaming, so you gotta pick one. But pick one of the two to become active. If you want like ads with better control, might I suggest YouTube on computer? If you're on your phone, I would say that the services are roughly equivalent then, as YouTube has some nasty ads if you do not have an account. Oh my god, I watched one that was skippable, but it was over 12 minutes long. Now I get it. If you're a student-run production company and you've bought out 12 minutes of ad time, what are you gonna do? Of course you're gonna... of course you're going to just... Just gonna... Just gonna keep this going. Anyway, long story short is, I get it, but because if you don't have a YouTube account, like you're on YouTube, but you don't have a Google account, they're gonna serve you the nastiest ads known to man. I was house sitting at a client's and they have access to YouTube, but if I eventually had to sync up my YouTube account to their YouTube Smart TV app, or I was going to be served 12-minute, 25-minute, 36-minute ads. Which, again, they're skippable from like the 30-second mark, so really it's a 30-second ad, but still, if you're the type of person that's on mobile and is like at work or something, that most likely a 12-minute or 25-minute ad on your phone means you're turning off your phone, which you should only be on here at lunch, let's be honest. But if you're on here at lunch, it means you're not watching. It means you've probably shut off your phone, because why deal with the ads? Now, if I ever, you know, get off the ground in any reasonable capacity, you know, I may be able to put our streaming on a website or something. And we might be able to get away with a website service at some point, but that isn't happening for quite a while. Like, quite a long time. Unless we happen to get lucky, in which case... Well, I guess we should be grateful for the luck, huh? I want to be careful about this. Let's just try to pull the 1. So if you're gonna be on YouTube, have a Google account, and a Google account's free. Now, if you are someone who doesn't want, you know, corporations spying on you, I get that. I honestly do. Access the same service through DuckDuckGo, and probably use Twitch instead of YouTube. That's probably what I'd do. And then you don't have to worry about that stuff. But then I'll give you the same advisement about Twitch as I do YouTube, and that is and that advisement is you know, if you don't want the ads, consider either $12.65 or $4.99 a month, and it'll take care of your problems for you. Now, if you don't think I'm worth the $4.99, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't think I'm worth the $4.99, but maybe $12.65 would be a better offer or a better deal for you. No, I did not want to use this spell. It could have been worse. It could be way worse. Any kind of rune piece up here? I know there's the one up there. I don't know why I'm sweating all of a sudden, but here we are. Let me unbutton this a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, so how's everyone else's day? I'm pretty content. I could honestly play this a good stretch of the day. I really could. Reforged is that fun. Trust me, it may seem like I'm mostly playing vanilla, and that really may be the truth of it. But maybe I think that's the beauty of it, is that it is vanilla, like vanilla plus. That you can, you know, with a slightly new coat of paint, you can get the same great game you love, but with better features. Like no backstepping or faster animations. There's something for everybody, and there's if you don't like the level caps, you don't like you know, all you want is the faster animations. You know, maybe perhaps Reforged isn't your cup of tea, but consider that getting the new content might be worth a dip in your pristine Miyazaki experience.
Shall I
Or
take my hand? Share them with me.
You know, I would probably just I would download a mod that just increases the animation speeds on the same things that Reforged adjusts for itself. Or if you're someone who, say, maybe dipped out after the whole Godskin Elevator Noble thing. Yes, there's a Godskin Noble in the Liurnia, Divine Tower of Liurnia elevator. Well, if you don't like changes like that, you can set things. I don't think vanilla mode changes the boss edits, if any. But it would at least make it easier compared to the de-cheesing that Reforged, that the Reforged changes add. Nice. Love that. Wolves are my favorite. Wolves are my absolute favorite enemy of the game, can't you tell? I love getting smacked by them. Oh, hi. Might be a white wolf. Don't 100% remember. Oh, and I never did get drink. I ended up getting distracted with my phone. But I have no one else to blame but myself for that, honestly. Speaking of which, how are we doing? 2 hours and 22 minutes? Neato. If you're like me, and you've played this beginning section of the game before, with all these caves and everything, well, one of the nice things I can say about that is that nothing surprises you. Not only does nothing surprise you, but you can rest easy knowing that... Just push that down. Maybe push that this way. Yeah, it'd have to be something like that. There's little that can surprise you in a game like this. I think that is a white wolf. No, never mind. Ooh, sorry. That's probably a sign to stop. But we have to go at least 3 hours. Oh. I know you're there, Sir Wolf. No, I'm not taking that risk. We're gonna go through the basement and or through the normal passage and do it properly. I think an insect landed on my face. Yeah, I thought that would probably happen. Yeah, I'm feeling insects. I definitely think I'm being landed on. There was like a water gnat flying around earlier, or a fruit gnat flying around. It's a matter of time until I swat it. Or whatever else I feel is crawling on me. Ah, now, this place. See that rune piece? We skipping. Look at what you gotta do to get up here. You can't even use the passageway to get to it. Look at this. This is one of the few beginning rune pieces we skip because it's too difficult to get. It's too prone to us dying for no reason. Gotta be careful. You know about that bat down there. There's a bat down there we get on the next level. There's 2 bats off to the left. There's this one over here. And there's the one sitting across that pillar way over there. once you get to where you know what you're doing, it's really not such a big deal. There's another one of the dang gnats. Now, it's not all bats in here. There are some other enemies. There are a certain number of land octopuses, octopods. We kill those. These are mostly out of the way. We actually could have ignored them. Really, the only reason we came in here was bat country. What we're gonna do to make our lives a little bit easier is kill that bat. And then kill this last, what I think is a last bat. Nope, we are good. We're good here. I don't need to look at that. If your phone is set to vibrate and it gives you some strange vibrations, good chances are it's probably kind of important. That's why I picked it up to look at it, but gotta be careful. Now I think I remember a rune piece being not near the pillar, but actually somewhere in this room. I could be misremembering. Oh, hello. Come on. Show me you mean business. Oh. Well, once you, the land octopods have or the giant land octopods have a certain rhythm to them. Once you know what that rhythm is, and you account for like the limb damage, you can kill almost any of them at any time. Earth. I'm gonna have to take a broom to my office, kill anything I think is spiders, or get rid of the webs. All right, let's go in here and not deal with the BS. All right, you guys know the spiel. I'll see you on the other side of this. Nice. Nope. When they start stamping their feet like that, time to just back it off. Had I gotten hit by that, I'd be dead. I'm thankful that that didn't happen. Okay, what next? No, that is the wrong... That is the wrong thing, and I hit my mic again. The Tibia Mariner. It's time for that, is it? That probably means it's time for us to go grab the map fragment and then do that. Trust me, doing this first is going to save us a lot of problems later on. Also, remember that there is a rest site not that far from here. We got this entire thing with Kenneth Height to deal with. Oh, okay. Hello there, Sir Dragonfly. Nice. Awful. Let me quickly go for the confo. I never did like the dragonflies that much. Always so prone to dying to them after fighting a rune bear or some other silly, like, giant failed boss.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height. Ah, you've come to... Well, that's... No. Despite appearance, you might have... Untarnished. I want you to tonight come up. What are you waiting? My fort. Oh, I see. Fret not. The celebrate... Yes. Now, allow me to furnish. I would... That depraved lotterer... Honestly, God first. Then he And to think... Yeah. What are you waiting? My fort lies to...
Your fort lies to the south. Now go get it yourself, Kenneth Height. Yippee-ki-yay, MFer. I don't know where that... I don't know where that segment's going. Grab Beaver's cookbook. I really hope that the Shadow of the Erd Tree settles the story with Mikola. You know, if we fight Mikola, so be it. If we fight Saint Trina, so be it. If we don't fight Mikola, and we don't fight Saint Trina, I'm also happy with that. I just want some kind of final conclusion with that story. I don't want it to sit there, and I don't want to spend $40 if I literally don't know how that story's gonna end. Yeah, I know I'm denying Miyazaki money, FromSoft money. I'm denying a good company of their hard-earned dollars. If I, you know, I invoke the sentiment that I don't want to buy if it doesn't have Mikola in it. But it's the truth. I think Mikola had such an injustice done upon him. You go through, you get this really in-depth story with him and his sister Melania and his father Radon, or not Radon, I'm sorry, Radagon. You go through all this stuff with the Golden Order and all this stuff about Saint Trina and what happens. I'm sorry, Moog absconded with Mikola for one reason or another, and that's that. Sorry, there's just nothing else there. There's no there, man. I would find that very frustrating. No, you're getting a flame surge. I would probably just bypass this section of the bridge altogether. The only reason I'm even going under is to check for a rune piece. And I didn't see one up there, so... we're literally just gonna skip and go grab ourselves the, mixture. After we, watch a rune bear kill some wolves, or vice versa. Or the rune bear could have already killed some wolves. Yeah, rune bear just already killed them. And I don't see a rune piece here. Like, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit of one. You'd think that Curtifer and Avidian would have hidden one here, but that is not the case. Or the wolves can quite literally show up later. That's fine. If that's how we want to do things, okay then. Just gonna take this and run. Thanks, boys. Thank you. That's all I wanted was the rune piece. Yes, we know about the wondrous physic. We know about it a good deal. Thank you very much. That may not be true. If you don't know about the, if you don't know about the Flask of Wondrous Physic, it is possible to miss it. Although, really, you kind of shouldn't. If you do bypass it for any reason, this is where you can get it. Is the Third Church of America in Eastern Lingrave. You can just go and get it. Easy as can be. Gonna go put the tier of the physic, among other things.
Shall I let my hand share them with me?
I think now we're going to get our vigor up to 20.
Principles you would follow. Words of if you wish. Very well, my lord. With thine ye will wait well.
Okay, we've gotten that. We still have not gotten the map fragment, but that's fine. We're going to take a quick trip down the coast. And grab like a couple of rune pieces that I know are here. Okay, maybe not at the ends of the coastline, because Kurnifer is unpredictable like that. If you crabs think you're besting me, you've got another thing coming. So, I guess I have another engagement question for you. For anyone listening. Which is your favorite in the Soulsborne trilogy, or in the Soulsborne franchise as a whole? Is it Armored Core 6? Because that is part of the franchise. Is it, oh, there's the rune piece. I just had to spot it. Make sure, can we actually get it, though? Yes, we can. How are we looking on these? 40? Good. Is it Sekiro? A lot of people like Sekiro. Not sure what's going on. I feel like I've got like a stray hair wanting to flit in my face, and I don't understand why. Is it Bloodborne? A lot of my friends really like Bloodborne. They think it's like the best game ever. Whether it's the aesthetic, the music, whatever. They just love everything Bloodborne. For me, it's always kind of a hot take. I really like Dark Souls 2. It's like my favorite. Yeah, I hear ya, Sir Krabs. Did you have to like... No. Not letting you bully me. Not anymore. I liked the life gem innovation that was brought to Dark Souls. It didn't stick, but it's nice to know that, you know, they were willing to experiment with Dark Souls. They were willing to experiment with their IP. I know. It makes it sound like I hate Miyazaki's work. I don't, but the man is so Berserk inspired, it's all he knows. Yeah, everything is a Berserk reference if you look hard enough. Absolutely everything. Now, is there anything wrong with that? You know, everything having Berserk as a reference? No, not really. But, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker for generic RPG good stuff? That may be another way of putting it. Yeah, maybe I'm a sucker for generic stuff. Yes, I am a corporate swill. I have no issues admitting that. I am a plebeian among men with finer culture. Nice. Bad gameplay. I'm not letting you use that. No. You're going to have to try harder than that, game. I don't die that easily. And I am not a mage who dies to removal. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen often. And when it does, I'm an unhappy camper. Hey, I guess that's another thing I could ask, and maybe something people don't know about me. I love trading card games. I'm a huge fan of them. I am a Magic the Gathering junkie. I've been one for a long time. Yes, I know. I like the 20-year-old card game that's Turing complete. Guilty as charged. You know, I like the complicated card game. What card game does everyone else like? A lot of people like Yu-Gi-Oh! It doesn't have any resource restriction apart from the normal summon. But they're even willing to play around with that. Thank you, Fluendrees, for breaking convention on that. And there's, what is it, double summon? Gem Knight, Seraphonite? Seraphite? Something like that. Yeah, Konami has shown a willingness to play around with their coveted one normal summon a turn. It doesn't happen all that often, but when they do, it really upsets the balance of the game. There's a reason why Gem Knight Seraphonite had to be on the ban list. Now those are the two card games I know. Really old card games, right? What about Flesh and Blood, or One Piece, or Hearthstone, or Runeterra, or Gwent? I know of them. That's not what I follow. Those aren't the content creators I watch. Those aren't the games that I watch. I like the super high octane, way over the top gameplay that you can only get by watching Magic the Gathering format online through Magic the Gathering Arena with the high octane alchemy cards. The digital-only cards with Perpetual or Seek or Conjure, where off-color staples are common everywhere. Yes, I am a full Magic the Gathering arena degenerate. You don't have to like it, but you do have to respect it. You do have to respect it. Or, I guess maybe you don't. You don't have to respect it, but do so at your own peril. Ah, right, I had forgotten about you. Gotta be careful, because the Haligtree Knights can actually throw their spears. And they have no problems doing so. Stop. Get help. Ah, right, I forget. They, like to do that. Nice. Really? Excellent. Excellent gameplay. I'll take the Codex entry at the very least. Let's grab this thing. And then let's not linger around. Let's actually get to the Tibia Mariner sometime today. I think that'll probably be the last thing I do as well. Then we'll have to call it. Nice. I hate giant strays. I hate regular ones too, but the giant ones take the cake. They can cause bleed. They're like a big time annoyance. Really? You had glowing eyes, and so, Yep. Right, I forgot. Nice. I knew I would bump into the alarms eventually. Okay, that has right, left-hand tracking. Actually, they have better right-hand tracking. I should be extra careful. Just trying to make it through the encampment, man. I'm trying not to... Trying not to lose my sanity. Nice. I sound like I'm on full tilt, don't I? Or working my way there. I'm not on tilt. I'm not on any kind of tilt. I can promise you that. If I were on tilt, you guys would know it. Not only would you know it, but you would have no content. You would have no content. I would not stream if I were that angry. I would really try my hardest not to linger on air like that. I would just not. I wouldn't do it. Can I not? I can't. I kind of just can't make it up there. Okay, I guess we're stuck with it. We're stuck dealing with that, huh? And it looks like it's just... Yeah, it looks like it is just an item up there. We can... I'll leave that be. Let's go get our warrior jar friend. And I'm... Okay, I thought I was dead.
Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck.
I at least might just give, and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all. Come on, I'll pop.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's.
Just gonna spam the button real quick.
I and beyond, and upon this, I'd heard doesn't the to red me. I've heard. I'm to red me. I've heard that.
Alright, let's take a quick ride around for rune pieces. And as much as I'd like to, you know, maybe get the Tibia Mariner down. We're already running we're already out of time. So I'm just gonna table it until next time, which will be tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm likely gonna nap off the effects of this stream. Maybe even sleep off. It's also very possible that we Oh, no. Go back to what you were doing, Sir Giant, Sir Troll. Alright, is there a rune piece up here? No, not even a little. Not even a niblet of one. Just nothing. Nada. Zero. Zip. Zilch. That's what's here. Oh, just gonna take my sorry butt and go somewhere else. Well, I want to thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Now, for those of you on the Twitch side, I'm going to recommend someone. And just go ahead and pull out my phone here. Well, it'll take me just a second. Hopefully everybody enjoyed today's stream. I'm, again, intend on being back sooner rather than later at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. But this definitely... Hey there, Sophia Lee. How are you? I am good. How about yourself? Good to see you. Hope you enjoy your stay. We're just ending the stream. But I will be back on tonight. Let's see. It would be browse. No, it would not be browse. Which is good, thank you. Thank you for asking. No problem. Sorry I couldn't be on longer. Would love to join your stream then. Yeah, it'll be happening tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Want to go to my live channels? Is that how we do this? Well, I see one that I'm gonna recommend then. If you guys want more Elden Ring content, you really want that itch scratched, I recommend checking out a man by the name of Lobos Jr. There's like 1,400 people in there. It's like a rune level 1 NG +7 push. It's a pretty crazy challenge run. I definitely recommend it. I'll have to figure out all the different quirks of multi-streaming. It's possible I'm gonna need access to more things than I have bandwidth for. Can you have your Discord or Twitter? Sure can. Have you, I'm going to assume you've already followed me, and I wasn't able to spot that for some strange reason. Let's just figure that out. That'd be under the activity feed. Actually, because of the way I'm doing this, I now have to have Twitch alerts open. Give me just a second. I can get that right to you. I just gotta check a few things on my side. Yep, thank you very much for the follow. That was what I had missed. It's what happens when I don't have alerts siphoned into the appropriate I'll have to figure out how this whole setup works. But more importantly, since you followed, just do this. Feel free to join that. As soon as the stream ends, I will get you all taken care of. Since it's the top of the new hour, I want to thank everybody. You're welcome, Sophia. No problem. Thank everybody so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. We'll be back on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. I've given you guys your other streamer to check out, so this is where we're gonna part ways. My name is Coinstamp, or Steven, or Swirling Vortex. You can call me any of those three things. This has been some Elden Ring Reforged Deathless routing, and I hope to be back 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. You're welcome in my hallowed halls anytime. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.